Couch Company crew. We're back here again. Tyler,
John.
and my name is John. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm
I don't know
pretty
if I
good.
should always introduce you. You introduce me.
See, I was
kind of
thinking,
like that thing.
Is there a National Opposites Day? I'm sure there is.
Maybe.
Right?
It's on, I think tomorrow is Batman Day. Here's the thing, and not to already jump off on a tangent.
This happens every time.
the
We
funny
literally
thing is-
sit down and we're like, all right, here's what we're doing today. And then we turn the mics on. It's like, let's talk about anything but what
Look, I wasn't even going to mention it. I swear to God, I was not going to mention this. You say that, and immediately I'm off. Friend of the show, Zach, sent me 2 messages. One talking about Batman Day, right?
Which is tomorrow?
Which I think it's tomorrow.
Okay.
I swore it was on like in July or something. I think.
The fuck is there a Batman Day, first of all?
Yeah, I mean that's the.
There's a day for everything now. Like, it's insane.
What I'm saying is, I think that they just call Batman Day multiple times a year and hope that no one notices.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's a conspiracy?
Well, I think it's a 2-part thing. I think 1, it's to obviously drive sales of
course.
comics and whatever. And 2, I think that they know I'm too lazy to actually go back and try to check them up.
Dude, I don't know, man. Maybe we gotta look into that. We need to launch our Couch Company investigative journalist section.
That's a new branch.
It's a new
we are
branch.
hiring. If anyone wants to, Calvin, we're talking to you. But then the other thing is Talk Like a Pirate Day.
I just
is
got
on
an
the 19th.
application on my
Ding! Before even published.
Yeah, before even.
Hopefully this goes up. Anchor is down tomorrow. It's a little peek behind the curtain.
Well, you always do it like Sunday.
Well, I technically do it Saturday and prep.
Are you
it and
able to?
everything,
Do you do it like? Do you auto do it? Is there an
I get
option
them,
for that?
Typically, I get them prepped up and scheduled just because Sunday I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to work. It's
Dude,
my
nobody wants
my
to
day
do
of
this.
rest.
It's the Lord's Day.
Exactly. If it's
By
good
that
enough
it
for God,
means
it's
I
good enough
watch
for me.
football and I don't do anything.
Oh right, football. You beat me bad.
I beat you like a
in
person
fantasy
beats
football.
someone. Yeah, fantasy football.
Yeah, my team was
the
not
Thirsty
not
Ponies. That is my team name every year.
Yeah.
And it will continue to be my team name for the rest of time.
Great. My team name is the Home Run Hot Dunks. Because I thought, let's just take every word not associated with football, because that was the joke, because I didn't know anything about football.
Hot dunks.
Yeah, hot dunks for the basketball, home run.
I love how you put Hot Wheels in there too. Like, that's not something I would really think that.
Hot Wheels?
Yeah.
Hot dunks.
Hot dunks?
Yeah, and a hot dunk's not a thing.
Dude, nobody
in
calls
basketball.
it a hot dunk.
It's a hot dunk.
What the last time you played was NBA Jam back in the 90s?
I never played that, but yeah, I think. Well, then my abbreviation is ACE. Like ACE from
tennis
tennis. Oh, well, tennis is
volleyball.
what I was thinking about, but yeah, also volleyball. Yeah, or
Table
anything you
tennis.
serve, I suppose.
What else can you ace in?
Anything with a net,
Poker.
fishing.
You could get an ace.
I'm just guessing. And there's a net in fishing.
Got a nice ace yesterday.
Yeah, ace
on
in
the
hole.
river.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we? You were talking about
So-
National Pirate Day?
Yeah, and then in National
Yeah.
Pirate Day, it's Talk Like a Pirate Day. It's double XP weekend for Sea of Thieves.
Well, dude, double XP weekend happens all the time.
Yeah, it basically happens on every Batman Day.
Dude, I think you're onto something because National Talk Like a Pirate Day is like every other month.
Funny, I'm telling you.
I
And
think you're
nobody
totally right.
checks this.
But
no
why,
one
but,
in the
but
8
National
billion
Pirate
people.
Day, that doesn't make sense. Like Batman Day, yeah, they're trying to push sales, but is there a pirate conspiracy?
So I don't know why I looked this up, but I looked this one up on like the history behind it because Google just popped it up.
National Talk Like a Pirate Day?
And it was 2 guys playing, I forget, it was like tennis or racquetball or something.
Yep.
And as they were hitting like the ball back and forth, they just started talking like pirates to each other.
Sounds like something we would do.
It sounds like something that someone made up and we would do.
How do you know? How could you say that
it
it's
made
wrong?
me start thinking like what national day can we create? Because
National Couch Day.
National Couch. I'm
you-
sure
where you
Levin
can't leave your couch.
has that, right? Oh, that's
The floor is
actually, that's a
lava
great
and
idea.
it's couch only.
We should-
So what you do is, okay, here we go. Hear me out.
Yep.
You prep the day before, putting your pillows on the ground so you can have a nice pathway to the couch in the morning.
And if you don't prep,
You're fucked.
Sucks to suck,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like it's the same thing with Christmas. If you don't prep for Christmas, you'll die.
what if you get like can you not like just strap couch like cushions to your feet and kind of
You could, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
But
do
hey,
strap
if you
them
go,
with?
if you go, yeah, exactly. If you go through the trouble of duct taping couch cushions to your feet, you should win the day. Yeah,
I would also
absolutely.
assume that if the floor is lava and whatever you're tying the couch cushions to is
Now the stipulation is the only lava resistant things are couch related items and your bed, obviously, because you have to wake up, right?
do diamonds melt in lava?
I don't think so. I think the melting point of a diamond is insane, right?
I don't know.
This is another subject. We should have a segment called, I don't know what it'd be called, but where we talk about things we clearly have no fucking idea.
That's really what the segment is
And that's what the
we don't
segment
know what this
is,
should
but
be
it's
called.
like I just got a flashback to when we were talking about the J-bone and how that might probably not be a thing. And
I love the callbacks. We've been doing this this is the 18th episode.
yeah, dude,
good,
I
man.
can't wait till we get to 100.
I'm very excited.
It's gonna be
Dude, I'm
awesome.
excited to get to 20. I think that's going to be a pretty big
Tyler
pretty big thing.
Had
Yeah.
a birthday this week.
I did.
Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Tyler.
Thank you.
I was going to do something. I was going to buy you a cupcake, and I literally was late, so I just drove here.
No, I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You like cupcakes?
Cupcakes are okay. I'm always
Okay.
a pie guy. You know this.
Do I know this?
Oh, I thought we talked about it. We're not doing cake for our wedding. We're
Do
doing
you like
pie.
Eden Park pies? Because you like Eden Park.
I like Eaton Park. I would take like an apple pie from Eaton Park.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay.
I'm sure the plosives are very good right now because like, but I like an apple pie from Eaton Park.
Yeah.
But we went to Central Diner for my birthday dinner, specifically for the carrot
The pie.
cake.
Oh,
The
carrot cake's
So I
really
love
good.
carrot
Yeah,
cake.
really good.
And so we ordered 3, one for me, one for Chelsea, and my
Jesus
parents are going to split.
Christ.
And they're like, "Oh, we don't have any," which kind of broke me a little bit, and I was really sad. I'm just like,
Wow.
"No, never mind, whatever." You know, like I
Yeah.
get too late. She's like, "Well, we can bring something else out for you and see what else there is." And I'm like, "No, there'll be nothing as good as carrot cake." She's like, "Well, we have this cake that's like carrot cake, but it's apple." And if you remember how much I love like apple muffins,
shit,
everything.
yeah.
Oh my! I think it's better
And?
than the carrot cake.
Wow.
It went from it was such a roller coaster of like I was there, I was excited, I was disappointed, I was excited again. Oh man, it was so good.
It was much like my Pyre gameplay.
Your
you
pirate
might-
gameplay?
My not walkthrough, but what do you call it? Fucking Let's Play.
Of
Pyre.
Pyre. I thought you said
Pyre.
pirate.
No.
I got you. Pyre. Yes,
Pyre,
no, it's
yeah.
exactly like that. Or Grandio or any game I've ever watched you play, honestly.
That you can find on Couch Co Games.
Yes. On
I got
on
it right.
Twitch. You
yes,
did get
sir.
it right.
Couch Co Games
that's
on
fair.
Twitch.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Twitch, Twitter.
You really
YouTube,
should just go to
everything.
couchcompany.games and you're
Yeah,
going to find
dude, you got
everything
it.
there. I'm
Nailed it.
getting good at this. This is episode 18. I'm feeling
18
pretty
weeks and you're
good.
set with the branding.
Well, Tyler, now that we're 20 minutes in.
is it
and-
really 20 minutes?
I don't know. I just made something up. Probably
it's only
10.
7. It's
Oh,
7.
okay.
We're good.
I always say that. I was like, whatever. So now that we're 7 minutes in, almost
Yeah.
8, what are we talking about this week, Ty?
So the Jokers over at IGN, they got in touch with us. They heard that we were looking for like how do we decide on the best game of all time?
And interestingly enough,
Yeah.
the best game of all time discussion, which happened at Hopper House,
Yes.
kind of sparked the Couch Company, honestly.
So it's come full circle. It's
Yeah.
only took 18 weeks because our people had to talk to their people and vice versa and all
Of
that stuff.
course.
But they finally
Our people. Were they talking to you? Because they didn't talk to me.
It's the research division.
Right.
Calvin's on top of it.
Yes.
We had. I don't know where I was going with that. We
IGN people reached out to us.
okay.
And now they
IGN
finally
yes. Thank you. We
got a list together to establish the greatest game of all time.
did we find out how many titles are there? 100 titles on
There
this
are
list?
100. There are 100 titles. I believe.
Okay, so there's 100 title. There's a
I can
bunch of different
I can tell you right
rounds
now.
and
Let me
things like that.
Let me look at the seating.
Um,
It might be 50 actually, because there might be 25 on each side.
there's got to be more than 25, guaranteed. But there, so
Oh,
they
it's like
came up-
March Madness.
Yeah,
where
they
it's
came
like
up
1
with
through
quite a few.
16. We'll
Six-
say 100.
I think
we'll say
16.
100. I don't
16
fucking
seeds. I don't know. I don't know a thing about brackets short of
know.
two
Mr.
peop-
Hot Dunks doesn't know about brackets.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
not
way,
weird.
dude.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway,
Hot Ducks. That should be a game.
we wanted to go through. So the list overall, I think, is pretty good. Would I
Yes.
take off certain games, put other ones on? Maybe we'll kind of run through it. But the ones that are winning,
Okay, so sorry to interrupt.
yeah,
It's 1 through 16, and every quarter has 1 through 16. So is that 15?
I don't know.
No,
what
that's
the-
16.
I don't know what that means.
So
Or-
the seeding,
okay,
there's 16 teams
16 teams.
in every quarter times 4.
Yeah.
16
Oh,
times
okay.
4.
So 16 times 4.
Yeah.
So just quickly in my head, 16 times 4 is 64. So 64.
Yeah, it's
not
March
100.
Madness.
Yeah.
It's March Madness.
Well, what did I say?
You said 100.
Yeah, 100 minus whatever.
Because in a bracket, you have to make it evenly go down, so you have 2 remaining.
Yeah, 100 is an even number.
Yeah, but once you go hundreds the first round and then 50s the second round, and now it's an odd number.
128.
Yes.
Okay. See, here
That's 64 times 2.
Right. Well, the funny thing is, I should know these because I actually use that in design because we do everything by 8s.
Yeah.
Well, now
I'm disappointed.
I learned something. I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
That's
anyways,
fine.
let's get to it.
We're going to go through.
Yep.
I'm just going to shout out 2 games.
What we should do is we'll put this on our top 5 since we're not doing a top 5 this week.
And we'll just take
We'll put this instead.
Our top 5. Okay.
Well, yeah. We could do that,
So-
but like we can just post our bracket because you could.
Yeah.
Well, that might take a while.
It would take. I'm looking at 60.
Yeah. Okay.
games.
We could put our final 4 or something.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
We will put something there.
We can put the bracket in its original state.
Sure.
So they know what we're working with, and then we can put our top 5 or final 4 or whatever.
Yeah. We could just put our filled out bracket.
Yeah.
You're going to see everything.
Why didn't IGN say this for March? Like, I don't understand. This is like a totally March Madness sort of thing, but they just decided to do it.
I honestly think that because they're working with like the game of the year coming up.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
You know, we're talking about holiday at work already. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
that we're doing.
It's
this.
September, man. It's disgusting. Every year it's earlier.
All right.
Sorry. Let's go for it. So, what are the rules, stipulations? What
Rules
we doing?
are there are no rules.
I don't know why I had the urge to just throw the mic across the room, but
It's
really bad.
luckily a very heavy mic.
It's true.
No, I mean, what do you want the rules to be? Like we just
So we'll
pick
go
one.
one by one.
Are you saying like
matchup.
if we're at a deadlock and we're like absolutely not?
We always have rules with these things. I'm just saying. So it's a bracket format, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go each matchup one by one. The winner moves on. The loser's game gets deleted from circulation.
Oh well, I thought but that's not like that's life. That's not a rule, right? Like that's
No, yeah. But
I would
in terms
say-
of rules, like if there is a deadlock, we never really
rock
do
paper
that.
scissors.
Yeah, sure.
I assume one
we
of us
never.
will
Yeah,
convince
we
the other
always
one.
cave. We always cave.
Yeah.
Always.
Cave. That's our one of our mottos.
That's a way to go through life. Always bow down to the
Always
other.
compromise. Okay,
True.
the first one's a pretty good one
All right, let's
because
hear
I
it.
think we're already going to disagree.
Absolutely.
We have Red Dead Redemption
Oh, we're gonna disagree.
versus Borderlands 2,
Red Dead.
and I say Borderlands 2.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it.
So Borderlands 2. How much did you play Did you play Red Dead?
Yeah, on Xbox 360,
Oh,
the greatest
really?
console of all time.
As chiseled in stone.
Yep.
By the Couch Company. Okay, so here's the thing with Red Dead.
I've played both of these games.
You know how much I don't care for Grand Theft Auto. Red Dead
that's
is
why.
basically Grand Theft Auto minus all the cool things from Grand Theft Auto. So while I
Absolutely
understand
not,
the
but
narrative,
okay.
I'm
Sure.
obviously
It's just blasphemous what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, I
but
know.
okay, continue.
knowing that we have 64 games going to go quick, but the Borderlands 2 thing is Borderlands was a great game. Borderlands 2, the time in which we played it,
Yeah.
the comedy hit, the characters hit, the
Yeah.
weapons were awesome. It was like almost infinite replayability because Red Dead didn't have a Red Dead Online.
No.
So it was just
This
you
was
go through the
first one.
game and that's it. And I think Borderlands 2 still holds up. You can go back and play Borderlands 2. I think Red Dead Redemption, maybe not so much.
Okay, yeah, I understand where you're coming from here. Maybe Borderlands has more replayability, holds up a little bit better, but Red Dead when it came out, dude, it literally just changed the game. The narrative in that game was unbelievable. One of the best narrative games I've played in my time. And like that's just something that sticks there. And you know how I am, where it's like storytelling is like number one for me.
Yeah.
So I can't even tell you what Borderlands 2 is about, and that's not even the point of the game, obviously.
Can you give me a quote from Red Dead Redemption?
No. I mean, I probably a bigger fan of it could, but
Right, but I'm just saying.
like this,
Borderlands
I'm sure
2,
like
you
the
have
scene at
Tiny
the end
Tina,
where
you
he's
have the
he's
butts,
outside
you have
the fucking
Diamond Pony.
Yeah, no, absolutely, no, I understand that. It's,
You have Krieg.
your game's funnier, of course.
know, I'm just saying. It's a man. It's such a good time.
But your game won't make you cry. Red Dead will.
That's true. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So, dude, I think
Me being all seriousness, I will give it to you because I know that across the board everyone was giving it 10s, and
yeah, like Borderlands 2, is it
I
a
will
10 out of
trust you.
10? Was it a masterpiece?
Borderlands 2, I would put
a 10 out of 10?
I would no, not a 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
but I'm not like I would probably put it like 8.9
Yeah. Borderlands 2 is fantastic. It was the best one.
because
course.
I'm looking at it too because the one thing that and this is kind of how I'm justifying in my head
Yeah.
is I will give all DLC. So now I did play
Ooh, okay.
Undead Nightmare,
Yeah.
in which case I will give you Red Dead.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
We definitely need to move faster because if it's 1 minute,
absolutely.
per,
Just for the record, I had already marked Red Dead for you. I just wanted to put my.
I didn't do an amazing job of selling it. I don't think because I played it once and it was forever ago. But I just remember the scene at the end, dude, when he's fucking telling his family to leave and
Sure.
then the shootout, dude. Like that's like one of the most memorable scenes of video game history.
All right, let me hit you with the next one.
Yes, sir.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas versus Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Now this might surprise you, but I will say maybe it doesn't surprise you. I will say San Andreas, but you could potentially make an argument that Mario Kart will win. Now San Andreas gets it for me because I think this is one of the best Grand Theft Autos of all time, and there's a huge nostalgia factor for me because this is one of the games I would go over to my cousin's house and want to play all the time.
Would you say Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is the best Grand Theft Auto game?
No.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
Is the best Mario Kart game. But
game.
What's a better franchise? Grand Theft Auto.
Mario
easy.
Doesn't matter.
I know you don't like Grand Theft Auto, but dude,
Mario Kart 8, and this is kind of a little bit cheating, but like I'm pretty sure that's the only one on this list as far as Mario Kart goes.
They got that right, though. But so impressive by IGN to understand the best Mario Kart.
I would want to challenge the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Why is Mario better? San Andreas was like one of the first games, and I'm sure it wasn't the first, but just open world, sandbox, do whatever the fuck you want.
But best game of all time?
Dude, I'm telling you, this is a game. You talk about spending hours in a game. Yeah. How many times can you race Rainbow Road? This game, you can literally
not going to go through this list, but continue. I'm sorry.
We're never going to, dude. San Andreas is like, I remember there's like the secret. It's either a fucking helicopter or like jet or something you can get to that's like almost out of the map. There's fucking, you can do whatever you want. You would run around, get 5 stars, and try to escape the military.
Yeah, but that's every game. Like that's freaking Red Dead Redemption.
You got what's his face? Like, oh man, what's his name? His name's Big something.
Go ahead.
Scene where
give me a quote from San Andreas.
They fucking ride up to the McDonald's or whatever. He's like, I like a number 1. Number 7 with no cheese.
All right, fair enough.
Dude, I remember. I'm totally butchering it, but dude, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
My main argument is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the pinnacle.
Here's where you can win it for me, is the soundtrack. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe soundtrack might be one of the best soundtracks of all time.
It's the soundtrack. It's all the remastered tracks. It's all the characters. It is... Like where San Andreas is like, oh hey, this Grand Theft Auto thing might be pretty good.
Yeah, but this is what ignited the Grand.
No, I would say Grand Theft Auto 3 ignited it.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, every kid,
San Andreas, it gets better every time.
Fucking played this game.
Sure, and it gets better every time. What I'm saying is though, Mario Kart is the culmination of everything. It's the pinnacle. If you're going to play a Mario Kart game, you play this game.
Yeah, okay. That's a good point. This is not the one you play if you play a Grand Theft Auto.
If you're like, oh, I want to play a Grand Theft Auto, you go to 5. You go to 4 before you go San Andreas. But
if I want to play a classic Grand Theft Auto, and there's a debate between Vice City or this one. I think this one's better, but the dildo in that fucking police station bathroom, come on, man. Classic.
I never played it.
I know this means nothing to you, but okay, I will concede Mario Kart 8.
Oh, you will? You'll concede it?
Only because of the soundtrack. Only because of the soundtrack. That's what puts it over the edge for me. The Sunshine Shore or whatever, you know what track I'm talking about? Has one of the best saxophone solos I've ever heard in my life.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if you heard they remake Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
And the idea that it's the same theme, but like a different rendition every time, like is amazing.
I can't wait till you play Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I know. I've been holding on. Okay. Anyway.
That is the greatest soundtrack of all time. Okay. Next.
All right. Well, thank you for that. The Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic versus Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Now, this is tough.
It's not tough because you pick.
You've never played either of these?
I have not played either of these.
I have played both, and they both hold a dear place in my heart. I literally might buy a PS5 just to play the remastered Knights of the Old Republic.
I'm recusing myself from this. So
But they're talking about the Knights of the, I always get this mixed up with the MMO. This is not the MMO.
No,
right?
no.
Okay, yeah. Good. I knew IGN wouldn't do that. That's fucked up.
I think the isn't it New Republic is the MMO?
The MMO is SWOTR, so Star Wars The Old Republic. Star Wars The Old Republic. Yep. This is Knights of the Old Republic. Okay. I have played both of these, and I do not want people to sleep on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 because this game defined a generation of children. I know people who played this game who never touch games ever. That's like one of these games, okay?
Okay.
Where it goes beyond fucking gaming. It is a generational icon. Everyone played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
So all
Who's
these
my
arguments of you saying like, you know how much I love story, you know how much you're throwing that
with that
final
being
way
said,
wayside.
nice Old Republic win. Like,
Oh, that wins.
yeah.
Oh,
I just don't want people to sleep on it. It's closer than you might think.
Okay.
So
All right.
while everyone's raging, thinking I'm going to pick Tony Hawk Pro Skater, it's close. It's fucking close. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 was amazing game.
Okay. Fair enough. Next one, we have Fallout New Vegas
Here we go.
versus
Yeah. Say it.
this little thing, the League of Legends.
Never heard of it, man. I just want to make a disclaimer real quick. A little
Yeah.
public service announcement.
Do we want to say what
fucks,
IGN?
You fucks who voted for Fallout New Vegas. Fuck you, man. That's unbelievable. We're talking about a game that's on its 11th year. Most popular game in the world. Most popular esport in the world right now. More money than you can fucking sneeze at that they made. A little company called Riot Games. Ever hear of that bitch? Yeah. They're way better than whoever the fuck makes Fallout New Vegas. Disgusting. Disgustingly... I can't, the disrespect that they put on League of Legends name. You guys are just mad that you can't get out of bronze. That's why you're voting for Fallout New Vegas. Sorry. Had to get that off my chest.
I concur with that one.
Unbelievable. It's just,
fun.
don't get me wrong. Fallout New Vegas is the best Fallout, and it's a very good game. League of Legends is...
See, I have no love of the Fallout series personally, so...
What we're learning here, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, is Tyler just doesn't fucking like games.
I don't like video
We're
games.
on the fourth matchup here, and he's always like, I don't have a stake in this. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Except Mario Kart. Mario Kart's the best.
Dude, it's because Mario Kart is...
It is good.
Mario Kart is a perfect game.
No.
What's wrong with it?
No story.
Well, I mean...
there he is. Hey, it's not a perfect game.
That's
Not a perfect game.
So
Not a
here's the
perfect
thing. My only, and again, we got to get through this list.
Yep.
My only rebuttal to that is a game is not required to have a story. The reason why is if you put a story in your game, no matter how lame or good it is, if you put a story in your game, then you should absolutely be judging that story. However, if you omit a story, you should not be penalized for not having a story in your game. If you make an attempt,
I understand what you're saying, but it's not a perfect game to me. Is a complete of all aspects that a game could be. So, right?
We will get into that later.
I guess.
Because
I mean,
do have
maybe
some
you're
thoughts
not
on
happy.
that,
Yeah, maybe you're not happy
sure.
with that definition. I vote for League of Legends. I
will give
don't
you
want to. I
League
don't
of
want to throw
Legends.
shade on Fallout because Fallout New Vegas is an awesome game, and I played through it. I put a ton of hours into that, but dude, the amount of hours people put in the league, the amount of money they put in the league, it's like, I know you guys hate the game, but come on, you got to give it the respect it deserves. A game doesn't last 11 years with the player base that it has if it's not considered one of the greatest games.
Are
of all
we
time.
calling out the IGN score? Or are we just so the IGN did go through the first few rounds of this. League of Legends got a 26% to a 74.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like if it lost by a couple percent, whatever. But
I am shocked with that one. I'm also shocked with
I'm
this
telling
next
you, they
one.
just hate the game because they're bad at it.
I mean, that's why I hate the game, but I
The
still
community is
hate
just
it less
toxic. So
than-
they see
than-
League of Legends, they're like, that couldn't be the greatest game of all time.
I out of all of these, I have to give that one respect. Even Red Dead Redemption, whatever. Like I
But
don't
the
know
thing
if
is,
I
dude, the
agree
reason
with
people get so mad at it is because they care about it so much.
Sure.
If it was a shitty
it.
game,
like anything.
well, that's what I'm saying. If you're
Yeah.
mad, you care about it.
Sure.
So the fact that it invokes such a polarizing reaction, right? That like
It's interesting to see how people kind of rebel against the popular ones.
Yes. Yeah, you'll see that a lot in
current
this list.
day, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the next one, right? So we have the next one is World of Warcraft
Yep.
versus Fortnite.
What do you got?
I'm for World of Warcraft because I respect how good it is and the fact that it's staying. Like it's similar to your League of Legends argument.
Yep.
Where it's still
staying
around,
power.
it's still coming out and everything.
People will always play World of Warcraft.
Now, with everything going on with Blizzard right now, I
Yeah,
am
right.
actually pretty shocked that it was such a blowout. So it was 62 to 38. So I still
Well,
want to give it to World of Warcraft.
there might be some nostalgia factor in that,
Sure.
where it's like World of Warcraft when it was on top.
I think
it was
people are
insane.
kind of rebelling a little bit against the Fortnite too. Or
Oh yeah, be like nobody wants to admit. I think this is closer than people would think. I think Fortnite needs respect, even though I hate the game.
Sure.
What it did, We talk about games that go beyond gaming, right? Mm-hmm. Totally.
Dude, when Ariana Grande is coming out and
Yes.
doing a concert in Fortnite, like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. It literally dominated society.
Yeah.
Some of my coworkers at the time, it was like they never played a game. It's like, yeah, I just bought an Xbox to literally play Fortnite. Like
It was let on top. Epic literally take on Steam.
They literally have unlimited amount of money now.
It let Epic take on
when you can
Apple.
buy Master Chief and
Kratos and Batman,
Aloys.
Yep, just all together in
just
the same
straight
game.
up buy them.
And not just buy them, but make them do goofy dances.
Yeah.
Because typically, like even with like Rocket League, you can buy the Batmobile. You can't customize the Batmobile.
Oh, no.
But with this, you're literally, here's Batman. He's wielding a candy cane and he's doing the chicken dance.
Yep.
You know, like, or Kratos. Like, that's nuts, man.
Yes.
So I do give respect to Fortnite.
Me too. Should be mentioned. This is a close bout,
Warcraft.
and I give it to World of Warcraft as well.
And the weird thing is, like, as much as like, because we just did World of Warcraft, I don't think I would play it.
I don't like World of Warcraft. I never could get into it, but I can respect it. I can respect the hell out of it.
I would rather play World of Warcraft than Fortnite. Like right now, I wouldn't rather play
question.
either.
I've never played Fortnite in my life.
I would rather play World of Warcraft.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so the next one we have Chrono Trigger and Burnout 3 Takedown. I don't think either
Which
of us
one's
played.
Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger is the #1 RPG.
Oh my god!
I know.
We need to fucking play that.
We should.
Yeah. I have to give it to Burnout.
I have to give it to Burnout too. And the funny thing is, IGN also gave it to Burnout.
Closer though, closer. 41 to 59.
We'll keep going through. I think Burnout 3 is very good.
That might change once I play Chrono Trigger. I feel like anyone who's played Chrono Trigger, that's mad disrespectful. The Burnout games are very good though.
Sure.
I don't want anyone to discount that.
That matchup is just weird, and I think that's kind of
super
the worst
strange
thing with
matchup.
It.
Yeah.
This next one though, easy.
I love how we just skip over anyone who loves Chrono Trigger is just furious.
Buddy,
right
I
now.
wish we played it. We should play it.
We should make an addendum if we do play.
Tell
it.
you what though, if it was like, hey Tyler, what do you want to play right now? Not Chrono Trigger.
Well, I don't think you want to play fucking Burnout.
I would play Burnout right between those two games.
Yeah. Burnout, you can just pick up and play, man. It's one of those games.
I think that
soundtrack's amazing. It's just a fun game. Like there's just games that are just fun.
Yes.
And that's just one of those 100%. Games where you literally
it's not a 10 out of 10. That's a never really story, but
yeah.
So
no, it's not a 10 out of 10, dude. It does have a story though.
The next two, this actually warms my heart. We have Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Yep.
Greatest shooter of all time.
Absolutely.
And
versus another shooter
versus this other GoldenEye 007. I think that was on the GameCube or something. I don't know, but
GoldenEye 007 doesn't ring a bell.
No. Obviously, both huge juggernauts. People love GoldenEye.
I think we both know where we're going on this.
Call of Duty is just, it's too good.
And I think people will get really mad about that. But
you
guys, come on. Call of Duty was the Fortnite before Fortnite.
If you were honest with yourself, there is no way you can say GoldenEye is better than Call of Duty.
Like, people have fond memories of, like, LAN partying GoldenEye. Yeah. And I can respect that. And it was a big thing. And it's a great game. Modern Warfare, it took over the world.
Yeah.
It took over the world.
It changed shooters forever.
When you see Modern Warfare on the news talking about, are we rotting our kids' brains or something, right? Like, you made it. Congratulations.
It's the Mortal Kombat Grand Theft Auto.
That's what I'm saying. You are in that esteemed category where the boomers are mad at you.
Sure.
Yeah, Call of Duty takes it.
Next one, also a weird matchup. We have Journey.
Yeah, this is one I'll leave to you because I haven't played either.
Versus Dishonored. Yep. This actually kind of hurt a little bit. IGN gave 70% to. When I say IGN gave it, the people voted. And Dishonored got the 70%. Journey got 30%. Here's the thing, and this is hypocritical, and I don't know how I feel about this. Journey is in my top 10 games of all time.
Yeah.
Dishonored might be a better game than Journey.
Wow. All right, let's hear your thoughts.
And I'm trying to. So when I'm looking at the best games of all time,
you've played both, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Multiple times. The thing with, so are you giving this to me?
I haven't played either of these.
I'm going to give this to Journey then.
Okay.
Because I don't think it passes that. So I'm going to give it to Journey because Journey made me cry. Journey made me feel I will never get another Journey experience again. Dishonored, every time you play it, some of the story beats and things like that, it's whatever. But Journey is truly you play it one time, you will never get that same experience again because it's a 2 hour. You sit down, maybe like 2.5, and that's it. And I loved that whole experience.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
And the stars aligned for you because I've heard your story about Journey.
Right. And like I don't think you. Sorry, my cat's hitting something. I don't think you get that. Like if you played it right now, I don't think you could.
No, you can't.
It.
Yeah, you were at the right place, right time.
Yeah.
But it hit everything, and that's how it was designed to be, perfectly. Like if they sat there when they're making the game, they're writing it up. Like here's the experience we want. That's the one.
It's put up for a Grammy. Yep. Like it's just the music is fantastic. I will give it to Journey, but Dishonored is also very good in terms of like stealth and choice and things like that. A lot of games say you have a lot of choice. Not usually. Like
it's you have like
two paths. Yeah, like Dishonored really kind of gave you a pretty good playground. All right, next one: Portal 2 versus The Sims 3. How much of a fan of Sims are you?
Not at all, but I do respect it because it's like the game for the non-gamers. But I think this pretty handily goes to Portal 2.
We'll probably talk about Portal 2 the next.
It's not that The Sims
bracket,
should definitely be on the list. I like that they included it.
Yeah, I don't know about Sims 3.
I don't know which Sims is the best.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm sure there's some sim head out there that
I have to
loves
ask
it,
one of my friend's girlfriends.
Portal 2 is just a masterpiece. So we're just.
I've never played Portal 2, but I can respect.
We will play it.
We'll play it.
I'm very excited to see if the story and the writing gets you involved enough that you will continue through the
main
puzzle
game.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right, next one: God of War 2018. So the new God of War, the soft reboot, versus StarCraft.
This is tough.
Really?
StarCraft is literally the national sport of Korea. So,
but is it StarCraft in general? Because I think StarCraft 2.
Yeah, StarCraft.
Yeah.
1.
Oh, 1? Is that the. Okay, sure.
That's that was it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I
know
sure.
the StarCraft 2, it was really successful too, but like, it's like, because this isn't US, right? This is globally, this is just the best game of all time.
That's a good question. I would assume so.
So it's like, I think probably most people in the US are voting for this, but, or Western countries, I should say. But dude, when you have like a game like StarCraft, like literally take over a country, like it's insane.
It is insane. I still think God of War over.
over StarCraft. It's tough for me to not pick God of War, but I just want the audience to realize that StarCraft is like an icon. StarCraft is like the esport, right? That like started it all. And I'm sure it wasn't like the first esport, but like the staying power that StarCraft had in the esports scene and the popularity and everything like that, it was humongous.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I just think when it comes to
God of War is a masterpiece.
God
of War is one of the best narratives.
Can God of War be a 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
I think it's a 10 out of 10. I think it's a masterpiece.
Even though it doesn't have a multiplayer, it's like, I don't know, dude. It's kind of like, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on that. Well, I guess we'll discuss it more later. But
just for the record, IGN, it was a 90% for God of War, a 10% for StarCraft.
See, I just think that's disrespectful. I think StarCraft did a lot for the gaming industry.
I think there's a shift in what we are considering like games.
I would love to see
plays, and it's
who's voting for this because it's very telling.
Sure. I would be interested. Like, are the people that play the Fortnites and things like that? Like, are they on IGN?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I want to see the demographic that's voting for this.
Is my nephew looking up IGN articles?
See, this should be on the census. That way we get that
would be interesting. I'm sure they have that data somewhere. We have that data for the couch company.
Yeah. All right.
You 33-year-olds. All right. So the next one, this is actually very interesting too. Sid Meier's Civilization 4 versus Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
I would need to reference my esteemed colleague who's a civilization expert who's also heading our department of research, I guess.
He's getting pulled in all kinds of different directions. So
I don't think he would even say that 4 is the best. Now, he might be screaming at me right now saying, "Oh, John, I always told you 4 is best," but I don't think so. I know that he told me a lot.
I was under the impression that 4 was the best.
Maybe it is. Maybe I'm misremembering.
What's out now? 6?
6.
Oh,
I'm a 5 fanboy.
Sure.
I love 5. 5 is easily the best for me, but maybe 4 is the best. I remember he told me there was a lot of weird things in 4 though that But he did tell me there were things that are better in 4, so maybe it is 4. I can't remember.
I mean, I never played 4. Do I think that Assassin's Creed 4 is the top game of all time?
Why are you picking Black Flag?
I'm not really
Is there
sure.
other Assassin's Creed on here? Because you have to
We'll
pick
find
Brotherhood. That's easily the best one.
I would agree with you on that one.
Or maybe one of the newer
well,
ones.
I would pick Odyssey if I had to pick one Assassin's Creed, but
I would
Brotherhood,
pick Brotherhood is easily the best in my
Brotherhood
opinion.
is the most pure Assassin's Creed.
So with these two, I'd probably go Civ. But I want to mention that Black Flag, excuse me, might have the best ship combat outside of like a Sea of Thieves of all time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves blows it out of the water, but yeah, I'll give you that.
Black Flag was the game to play if you wanted to play a pirate game.
It was very good, yeah.
Before Sea of Thieves,
sure.
Yeah. All right, let's.
So you want
I'm with
Civ for that one?
I think.
All right.
I think Civ's too good.
Next one, we have The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time,
baby,
versus The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim.
I've only played Skyrim, but the reputation that Ocarina of Time has, like, can you pick something over that?
Well, I never beat Ocarina of Time. I played it a little bit on a 3DS, I think, and I remember playing it, and I'm just like, I can see why people love this game.
Yeah.
It was not for me.
That's a time and a place. Like,
Zelda,
imagine playing
Zelda
that when it came
never
out.
clicked with me, ever.
Like, it kind of reminds me of like when you played Final Fantasy VII, you're like, oh man, I can totally see how a young Kyle would be on, like, this is unbelievable. I feel the same way about Ocarina of Time. Like, obviously it's gross to look at now and everything, but people still speedrun it. That's like a really popular speedrun. And that kind of goes with the longevity thing that people don't think about a lot. Like, speedrunning is a thing that extends the life of a game, and that's one of the most popular speedruns, I believe.
This is something we probably should have talked about in our rules section, but like, what if
this is why I asked you about rules, and you're like, oh, what rules could it possibly be, John?
Well, like, what's if we never played Ocarina of Time, does Skyrim
Can we give
default?
it to it? Well, I mean,
because I like Skyrim. To be fair, I like Skyrim.
I like Skyrim too. I think Skyrim wins. And I'm trying to be as impartial as possible because I am really considering Ocarina of Time based on what I know. And obviously, I never played it, so it's not going to be perfect. But when you resell a game 100 times and people continue to buy it every single time you resell it, there's got to be something there. There's got to be something there.
I would assume Skyrim has more sales than Ocarina of Time, right?
Yes, easily.
We'll have to get that on
Dude, when you can buy it for your fucking refrigerator, it probably has more sales than Ocarina of Time.
All right, next two, we have BioShock and Overwatch.
Wow. I would probably go BioShock as well. And it's close because Overwatch really didn't meet the potential that it set out for. You know what I mean? It was a little bit of a letdown after a while. It doesn't have the staying power as something like a League of Legends. But on paper, Overwatch should be the best game of all time.
I mean, on paper,
characters
Brink should be the best game of all time.
God. I give it to BioShock. The narrative is incredible, unique atmosphere. Like, you can picture Big Daddy to this day. Iconic, right?
Yeah. 100%.
And the whole plot twist, amazing. So, BioShock. Maybe it isn't that close. Maybe this is a gap.
BioShock is very much one of the games that if you got like a 360, you would be getting BioShock.
I remember I would play the demo all the time until I got the game. Remember demos? For anyone who doesn't know what a demo is, it's a little piece of right? A little piece of the game.
Honestly, that's how I played most of my Ghost Recons because I was never allowed to get them, so I would just play the demo, like the one level. Okay, next we have Minecraft versus Fable 2.
I think this is easily Minecraft.
Yes.
I never played Fable, so if you have any words for Fable 2.
I liked Fable 2 a lot. In fact, I would say Fable 2 is probably my favorite one. I typically don't like the good versus evil and like the light, dark, all of that stuff. That never, even with Mass Effect, it never really felt natural or good to me or anything like that. And Fable, whatever reason, like it kind of clicked. I really enjoyed it.
Like a lot of gray stuff, or
not even necessarily gray stuff. It was just like the way you transformed and the way that it like wove into the story. And I'm probably misremembering because it was years and years.
I'm glad we brought up Mass Effect because. Ding ding, but also I totally agree because like if you go Renegade and Mass Effect, it's like only for the memes. It doesn't seem believable at all, right?
Right.
Yeah.
In this, and maybe it's because Fable's so cartoony and stuff that's so outlandish no matter what you do, that it just fits.
Yeah.
I really liked it. That being said, Minecraft, how can you possibly go against Minecraft?
Minecraft, this is a gapper. Minecraft easily wins this one, and I think my cousin would agree that Fable 2 is the best one. I will have to ask him at dinner tonight. Next.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
You're wrong, by the way. I would bet a cheeseburger. He says Fable 1.
Really?
Yeah.
I will not take that bet then. I thought he was telling me Fable 2. Whatever. Maybe he hates Fable 2. I'm getting all these things mixed up.
He might hate Fable 2.
I know he hates Fable 3. I know that for a fact. I know he hates Fable 3 was bad.
He likes Fable 1. That's his favorite one.
Okay.
I would bet a cheeseburger.
Okay.
All right.
We're not putting a cheeseburger on
Next, next we have The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt versus Diablo 2.
Okay. So I'm trying to do my best not to absolutely landslide this, but obviously immediately I'm going to think The Witcher 3 because that's in contention for the best game of all time for me. But I'm trying to think like Kyle here. What would Kyle say if he was here to defend Diablo 2? That's one of those iconic Blizzard games that I think a lot of people played and would just sink hours and hours and hours into, right? So it was a groundbreaking game. I would say
it's a groundbreaking game. Kyle himself says that Diablo 3 is a more fun game.
Yeah.
And I put fun pretty high up on the
But they're remastering 2 and not 3.
You don't need to remaster 3. That's the thing. Is like you're looking at 4. 4 is the natural evolution of 3. Like that is essentially a remaster there. I would agree with Witcher 3 though. I've never beat Witcher 3, but it's very good at
maybe
what
it's
it
the
does.
hype talking, but dude, what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've played, it's a fantastic game.
This next one's actually interesting. Doom versus Inside. Now, I believe the Doom is the original Doom because they don't have it in the parentheses with like the 2000
like God of War.
Was it 2016 Doom, I think?
Yes.
Yeah. So
original Doom. Holy shit.
Original Doom versus Inside.
Which one's Inside?
Inside, did you ever play Limbo?
Yes. That's with the shadow guy kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inside is very, very, very similar to that. In fact, I think it is by the same people.
I leave this up to you. I haven't played either of them. I would say Doom, just reputation.
Yeah. So me personally, I don't care for those older school games, with the exception that like Doom was very much. I shouldn't say very much like Wolfenstein, but it had the same vibes as that. Yeah. And whenever I played the new Wolfensteins, I would go and play like the old Wolfenstein in the new game. Like there's like a little arcade you can do and stuff.
Yeah.
Inside was very good. I would give it to Doom.
Doom's like recognized as one of the first shooters, right? Like
yeah,
the iconic nature of it.
I feel weird about it, but I don't think Doom hangs past this round. So let's give it to Doom.
Yeah, Doom.
Mainly because we need to get to the next.
Are we doing one side of the bracket first and then the other side?
Oh, did you want to do it that way?
We can.
We can. What's our time looking like? It's okay. We can run through it. Let's do it. We'll do it.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. So now we have Red Dead Redemption versus Mario Kart 8.
Dude, Red Dead has to win this, dude. There's no way Mario Kart could beat Red Dead. I know you want in your fibers you're paying Mario Kart to make it to the finals, but
first, we're
talking about the greatest console of all time, and we're talking about one of the greatest games on the greatest console of all time. So, like you said, BioShock. Everyone with the 360 had BioShock. Everyone with the 360 had Red Dead.
Everyone
or
with
PlayStation
the
3.
Switch has Mario Kart. I don't know if that's everyone has Mario Kart. You have a Nintendo system, you have Mario Kart.
Yeah, but that's like I'm pretty sure it fucking comes with it.
Actually, one of them did. So, but oh man, I will give it if you feel that strongly about it. Because here's my thing:
why is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe better than Red Dead Redemption?
Mario Kart 8 is, in my mind, a perfect game with everything tuned to perfection.
Yeah, it's a polished game. It's the best Mario Kart experience you're gonna have.
Anything about Mario Kart short
but
of
it's just
the
Mario
two
Kart.
characters
It's like,
in the same cart, it's
oh god,
all there. Yeah, which I don't even get
little
into.
Shout out.
It's all there.
Yes, it's a polished game. It's a ton of fun. You can sit down, you can play with your friends. It's great. But dude, I still remember Red Dead to this day. The impact of the story, the emotions you feel when playing that is just such a masterpiece, and how fun the game was as well. The gameplay and everything like that, dude. I'm telling you, man. It's a time and place thing, but dude,
Look,
it was special.
The reason why I will give this to you is because you seem more.
I think you seem more
passionate
than I do. I just think it's a little blasphemous.
I'm passionate just because I think Mario Kart 8 is one of the best games of all time.
All right, I'll give it to you.
I will give it to you.
Man,
I don't want.
No, I will not die on Red Dead. Red Dead's not in my top 10 games of all time. I'm just strictly speaking about the reputation and history of Red Dead. And I think you make a lot of people angry thinking that Mario Kart's better than it. But hey, if you want all the hate mail could be sent towards Tyler on that. I think he's wrong, but I'll give it to him. You have to compromise sometimes.
I'll take it. I'm not going to even. We'll move on. Star Wars.
Quickly.
Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
This is a very weird way of doing this list. I should not have done this specific one because half of it's filled out by IGN. It's a whole big thing.
Yeah.
Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic versus
League of Legends.
League of Legends.
You know where I'm at, dude.
I give it to you. We'll move on. League of Legends gets it. All right. World of Warcraft versus Burnout 3.
World of Warcraft's easy. That's a gap.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give you that.
Hey, Burnout.
I'm not even giving it to you. I
great.
agree with you.
Yeah, Burnout's great, but dude, it's World of Warcraft. See, our next round's gonna be insane.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay.
Next one we have Call of Duty versus Journey.
Call of Duty.
Yep,
it's an easy gap. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I think Journey is great, but Portal 2 versus God of War 2018. Yikes.
God of War.
Yikes.
It's got to be God of War. Although Portal 2's narrative too is people still talk about it.
Here's the thing. I will give you God of War. God of War is fantastic. I think both are 10s. That's how sad it is there's another 10 knocking out another 10.
Dude,
all these other games, I get
that
it.
actually might be the closest one. And obviously I say God of War because I never played Portal 2. But dude, just thinking about the Portal 2 fans, the narrative, they put it up there. I'm sure they would put it up there with God of War.
Mm-hmm.
How iconic it is. Portal's super iconic.
The narrative's interesting because
there's just things I know about Portal 2 and I've never played it.
Do I think the narrative is as good as God of War? Maybe not. Do I think the writing is better than God of War?
Yes.
Yeah,
maybe that's a better way to put it.
That's the distinction.
Yeah, sure.
But this is, couch companies list.
I think
we will give
God
it to God of War because you never played Portal 2. We have to do it that way.
But the gameplay of God of War, dude, when you're doing those takedowns, come on.
The next one, Civilization 4 Sid Meier's Civilization 4 versus The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
Ooh.
I think we have to give it to Skyrim.
We have to give it to Skyrim, but I want Civ to win. I think I'd rather play Civ.
I don't want to play Civ 4.
I need to ask Calvin if Civ 4 is the best.
I believe Gerard thinks Civ 4 is the best.
Gerard thinks Civ 4 is the best?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Didn't Gerard think Civ 1's the best or something because he's a boomer?
It's possible.
Gerard has very hot takes. We should have him on.
Are we giving it to Skyrim then for that one? All right, we'll give it to Skyrim. The next one is BioShock versus Minecraft.
Jesus. I don't want to knock out BioShock, but you have to.
Do you?
Yes.
Really?
Minecraft is another just fucking revolutionary, people are still playing it today. It's still insanely popular. It's all ages. We're talking about someone that we could play Minecraft and have fun. It's not just like a Fortnite where we hate it now because we're old. It's we could have fun with Minecraft still.
Okay.
And BioShock's a amazing story, but the staying power of Minecraft, and I know I'm going against my other arguments, but the staying power of Minecraft is so much more than Mario Kart. Because it's just infinite possibilities.
There is more potential. However,
when you get into
literally pick up and
making
play
TVs in Minecraft,
it
is. Yeah, no, what is happening?
Okay, all right. Well,
it's like a second reality.
You remember those arguments as we continue this this side of the bracket.
I will destroy Mario.
And in the last one, we have
get to the finals.
The last one we have Witcher 3 versus Doom.
Witcher 3, easy.
Right. I agree with you. We will put that in there.
Doom's classic, but I never played it, and Witcher 3 is just insane.
All right,
here we go.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe versus League of Legends.
Tell me why you think Mario Kart's better than League.
I'll just give it to you, motherfucker. Okay. All right. And I don't swear a lot on this podcast, but damn you. All right, next one. We have World of Warcraft versus Burnout 3 Takedown.
Easy.
World of Warcraft?
Wait, what? That was last round.
What?
That was last round.
Is that... Wait. I am
last
sorry. World of Warcraft
versus COD 4.
Well, screw you, World of Warcraft.
You think so?
Are you going to tell me you're going to... This couch company...
I need to
our
defend the Blizzard
partnership,
fans. I have to defend
them
the
away, but they're not going to win.
World of Warcraft it might be even more iconic than COD.
World of Warcraft defined that genre. COD has defined shooters.
Game that is Tolkien-esque gets put through the World of Warcraft test.
Sure.
Like, why would I play this over World of Warcraft? You can't say that about COD because COD keeps coming out with new durations. So we're just talking about COD 4. World of Warcraft, we're talking about World of Warcraft.
Are you telling me you would rather play World of Warcraft?
Of course I wouldn't.
COD? Oh, this is our list, man. COD
I thought we were being objective. I thought we were being objective.
No. Like this is our list.
We should have put that in the fucking rules then, because some of these might have been flipped. Because I wouldn't have argued for anything I've never played.
Yeah, but we didn't. I've been.
I did. Track. I've been arguing on things that just based off reputation.
Yeah, but nothing that I don't disagree with.
Okay.
I think we're okay.
I want an asterisk here saying that I defended the Blizzard fans.
You can defend them away, whatever. But
if Kyle ever were to listen to one of these, he would be extremely
Call of Duty 4
upset.
is a better game than World of Warcraft.
It's
better rating.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, World of Warcraft. A lot of people would disagree with you.
Yeah, we're giving it to Call of Duty. All right, and then we have God of War versus Skyrim. I will give that to God of War personally.
Same.
All right.
You can do more in Skyrim, but the narrative in God of War is just better.
It's a better, tighter game. Skyrim is buggy as all hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, Minecraft versus Witcher 3. John.
Oh my God. This is like the conversation for these could both be finalists in my opinion.
So here's the thing with this. Personally, I would have put BioShock above this, but now that you got Minecraft through, I would take Minecraft over Witcher. I would have given you Witcher over BioShock, but now I'm taking Minecraft over Witcher, and that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, that is how the cookie crumbles. How is Witcher going to beat Minecraft? Dude, the narrative in Witcher is amazing. The combat's fantastic. I mean, we're talking about a game where nobody even realized that there was two other games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, oh wait, there's a 1 and 2, and they're based off books. This game came out of I can't even think of another game where it's third one in the series, by far the best, and puts it on the map out of the trilogy.
It makes other people
right?
go back and look at them and stuff like that.
That's unheard of. That's how good that game was.
Generally speaking, we understand that there are people out there that love the games, love the books, all of that.
Yeah, true. No, I don't mean to offend anyone who read the books first, but there's only a couple.
He's about to offend you, so
there's only a couple.
Pick one. I will leave it to your judgment between Minecraft and Witcher 3.
I want to pick Witcher so bad, and when we were just thinking of best game of all time, Witcher's something that came to my head immediately because you have the story, you have the graphics, you have the dialogue, characters, combat, world. That being said, what Minecraft does is just unparalleled by any other game. It's just anyone can play.
Yeah.
You can sit down, you can fuck around, you can do something serious, you can do something competitive, you can...
The more you talk about Witcher, the more I'm actually flipping my opinion.
Right, because there's
Witcher over Minecraft.
But at the end of the day, in Minecraft, you're not getting that narrative.
You're not.
You're not getting those characters.
And Witcher is very dense. Witcher has a lot going on where you can spend a couple hundred hours.
Easy. I go Witcher. Fuck you. I go Witcher. You know what? I talked myself into it. I go Witcher.
I think this is going to come back and bite me, but we'll put
I
Witcher.
could see Minecraft winning, but, talking about Witcher, it's you have one of the most awesome main characters of all time.
So you're going to have to keep me honest here because...
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so we had... Oh, you gave me Mario Kart.
I gave you Mario Kart.
But then League of Legends won out.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Because you conceded very early.
Yeah.
You didn't even want to get into it.
I was hoping this wasn't going to come down to it. All right. League of Legends versus Call of Duty 4.
Oh, Modern Warfare. God. Oh, my God.
Oh,
it's like picking between two of your children, man.
I don't like this.
I know you want Call of Duty 4. And listen, I get you. And I'm sitting here thinking I'm actually considering Call of Duty 4. I'm not just fanboying League of Legends all the way through. it's just so hard for me. The staying power of League is incredible, and it's just unheard of in any other game. Like, name a game that's 11 years old that has the player base that League still does. You just can't.
Buddy, I can't fight you on that, where League of Legends, you still play that religiously.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah.
You love it, and
Almost
you play
every
it
day.
way more than I would play Call of Duty
And the reason
even
is because, like, League is really the only game that has reached the closest thing to a sport that we've ever seen. Like, actually. In terms of 5-on-5, the different rules of the game. Sure. Like, you know, like shooters can be that too. Like, obviously there's a lot of strategy and a lot of different things, but and League is like the closest stuff, thing. Yeah. Like how you view it too. The fact that you can view League the way you play it, where you're not like viewing Counter-Strike is very different than playing Counter-Strike. But League, you're not impeded by the viewing process, which is so huge for the esport. Yeah. That's why it's so successful. That being said, Call of Duty 4 made me the man I am today. And when you literally, everyone owns the game, and you say bye to your friends at school, you go home on the bus, and you get home, and you boot up your Xbox, and it's COD 4 time. There's something to be said about that. It's a time and a place thing, but I don't think any game will ever... Like, I don't think League was like that. Like, League was always like a more niche thing in terms of like school,
friends
because
would play, others don't.
You have to be on PC, right? Mm-hmm. Not that it's not a popular game. And if we're talking about Korea, they literally have fucking cafes where you play League.
Right.
So this is a very American perspective. I'll give you COD 4. I'll give you COD 4. I really will.
Your baby? You're gonna like, buddy. I will give you League if you. I'm feel thinking about it, dude.
It's like has any other game ever been like that?
Call of Duty, no.
Like where you literally can go home and play with the captain of your football team, and you guys can play COD together, and that's just fine.
Yeah,
being like the captain of the band squad and then the captain of the football team. It's like it literally united people. Like it's just it's a game that transcends gaming.
Call of Duty was
transcended gaming
for me.
Yeah, it transcended gaming, and I'll give it to it. I don't like it.
I was not expecting that.
I don't think I'm lying over. I don't think I'm lying over for it. I gave a compelling argument for League, but I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. If it was about which I would rather play, well, that's tough too, because I fucking love COD 4 too. It depends on the day, but I play League every day, so like, and I have way more hours in League than COD.
All right. I respect that.
Maybe not way more hours. I had a ton of hours in Call of Duty.
Is the next one God of War versus Witcher?
Wait a thing.
Am I missing one?
Oh, we said COD beat. Okay, never mind. God of War versus Witcher.
That's right?
No, God of War beat Elder Scrolls. Witcher beat. Yes, it is. Holy shit!
So that's what it turns down to. Is
oh my god? Because those are kind of similar.
These are the last two.
These are the last two, and then we get to the final. Well, the semifinal, and then which one's in the final? Because this is the left side of the bracket. I'll let you begin with this one because I talked a lot about the other one. So you go. I want to hear where you're at on this.
God of War is more fun to play and gave me chills, and I was more enticed by the story than The Witcher. And now this is a very personal thing where The Witcher is open, it's very dense, there's lots to do. I think because of my OCD, like I have to do every little thing, that diluted it, and that made me not finish the game and not go down like, you know, and I don't like, I understand people do like opening up their inventory, preparing the weapon, preparing for the battle, all of that stuff. Where God of War, it was tactical to an extent with but it was just so damn fun to play. The story just kept going forward. You can go kind of off the beaten path and do some side stuff ish, but it kept you engaged. You knew exactly what you were doing. When he goes back and gets his original blade, like, dude, I literally, like, I could not, like, big smile on my face. I was like, no, like, oh, it was so good.
God of War,
it was so good.
Has the history behind it.
Yeah.
Whereas people are entering The Witcher, and you can't do those nods to the previous games. I'm sure they're probably in there, but like,
yep.
Where God of War, you get the blades, like you said, and you hear Athena, and at the back of his head, you're like, fuck. I'm with you.
Like my thing with that is, and I know you mentioned that The Witcher 3 had good combat. It was fine. I never found it fun where God of like it was like, oh, I have to get into a fight. Like I like the story and all the aspect of The Witcher and like the with necessarily without like necessarily the combat. God of War, I was looking for a fight. I was like,
God of War is more
it's
accessible for
fun.
combat, but I think The Witcher's combat is masterful. I think it's really well done.
Sure,
but I'm with you. I think God of War, man. Even though I've been fighting Witcher a lot, but just from what you were saying, like bringing up some of those impactful moments and the legacy that it has, like we know more or less Kratos' story, and we didn't really know for The Witcher. So, right. Yeah, I think you're right. And talk about a revival, the best revival of all time, like easily.
I remember watching that initial trailer at E3 and saying how, oh, this is not my God of War.
Yeah.
This is not what I want from them, blah, blah, blah. And the last time I felt so wrong was when I was like, oh, this is not my Joker whenever Heath Ledger was doing it.
Or this is my game, Brink. This is the best game of all time.
Sure, but like this one was very like I was so, I'm a younger man.
Yeah.
I have my opinions. I have to make them know. But like it's it was amazing.
All right.
But this breaks it down to Call of Duty 4 or God of War.
Where do you start? I don't even know.
I think we've said everything there's to say on it. Like for me,
so we vote.
I think God of War is incredible. I think COD hit something again. Right place, right time.
I think COD 4. Yeah, I just like God of War's narrative is one of the best stories I've ever seen. But
it's very good,
along with COD's, the whole environment around it. We didn't even talk about the narrative, and the narrative's very good in that as well.
It is.
It has the best story in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
The nuke.
Mm-hmm.
What an iconic scene.
Yep.
The sniper mission, one of the best missions ever crafted.
The last scene of the game.
All gillied up. Last scene of the game.
And this is all before they do it to death, right?
Yeah, right. Ridiculous. This was like a time where this was unbelievable. We didn't even believe what we were watching. All gillied up. The fact that I still remember all gillied up, the name of the fucking mission, right? I mean, come on.
Running through the plane at the end, like after credits scene, on Insane or whatever, and trying to get through it.
So
like,
cool.
Just takes hours.
The dogs,
to go through
remember
it.
the dogs?
Yep.
Oh my god, that was like insane. Price, Soap, like just iconic characters. Yeah. So it has that stuff. It's not as good as God of War, but I think that's the tiebreaker where it's like you can't discount Call of Duty 4 is like campaign and everything.
God of War is very, very good, but you do not get the amount of hours that you get to Call of Duty, not by a long shot.
No. Like everything combined in Call of Duty puts it over, but it is so close.
It's tough because they're both masterpieces.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So COD 4 is in the finals.
COD
4 might be the greatest game of all time.
I think it is.
We'll see what's on the other side, but
yeah.
Tyler just absolutely spoiling it.
You think we can run through this quick enough?
Okay, we have, 25 minutes?
We have...
We have to leave it like 7:50.
Yeah, we got like 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
We can do this.
Yeah, we can be a little late.
I'm going to pull a blank one of these over.
Yes.
Because I think this is too hard for me to deal with IGN's monstrosity of a thing.
Should I text them and tell them we're going to be a little late?
It's 8:00. We're getting there.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I think we can do this.
Yeah, we'll do it. Let's do it. Okay, first matchup. Right. While you pull that up, I'll just so we can kind of expedite here.
All right.
Super Mario World versus Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah.
You're more into Nintendo than me. I respect the hell out of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think it's one of the best fighting games of all time, just based off what they could do. You would never think that these characters would be together, and the fact that Sephiroth's in there fighting Mario. That's insane to me.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Yeah, Super Mario World.
Okay. I was like, are we doing this right now? Do I have to?
What is your face? Hey, I don't want people to sleep on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I do respect it. I respect the hell out of it.
As much as I think that Mario Kart 8 is the pinnacle, Ultimate of Smash Brothers is also the pinnacle in my mind.
I agree. I'm 100% with you. Last of Us, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater.
Yeah.
Last of Us. For me.
Oh.
Dude, the first Last of Us was a masterpiece. And whatever your feeling is on the second one, Joel and Ellie, my God. Talk about ups and downs, made me laugh, made me cry.
Yeah. In the interest of time, I'll give that to you. I think, did you ever play Metal Gear Solid 3?
No.
Okay. So then we'll give it to Last of Us just because it's our combined thing.
Why would Metal Gear Solid 3 be in the
Metal Gear
conversation?
Solid, it is a rough game to go back to. A buddy that I did a different podcast with convinced me to play it. We played it, and it was just like, okay, just get through it. Tell me what you think. Again, in the time, holy crap, does it do things that you never thought, like you never saw in a game. It did the stuff where, there was like you have to go and kill all these different bosses, right? And there's like this old sniper that just will always kill you and stuff like that. And you can set the clock of your console forward.
Oh yeah,
and like
the one
dies,
where
you have to change the port of the controller because the guy's like
where
reading
it reads
your memory card. And stuff.
Yeah. Wow. That is a good.
It's
that's
bizarre.
An iconic
So
game.
like,
That's bizarre.
I'll give you Last of Us, but that's my asterisk. Where like, because I never played it, I get it.
I've never played it, but I've heard about all of those things. Yeah,
it's tough to go back to with like tank controls and things like
would
that.
Would you give it to Last of Us though? If it was up to you,
if it was up to me, I'd probably give it to Metal Gear. For this one specifically, just because Last of Us, I don't think Last of Us is very fun to play. I think it's a good
the gameplay's
story
not
and everything,
amazing.
but I don't enjoy.
Hey, if you want
it.
Metal Gear, I will give it to you because
I don't enjoy playing Metal Gear either. Let me be clear.
But we're talking about time and place. I mean, when we're giving Call of Duty arguments,
but I didn't play Metal Gear in a time and place.
Oh, sure,
so when I went back and played it, I wasn't enjoying playing it either.
But you can see why.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So I could see why there. Last of Us,
I'll leave it up to you. I'll let you decide.
I'll give it to Last of Us because you never played Metal Gear.
I won't die on Last of Us Hill, but
I don't think Last of Us continues on against Mario World. So
Tyler, the expert of.
All right, so we got to fly.
Suspense.
Halo 2 versus Mass Effect 2.
This is such a hard one.
Mass
Effect 2 is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Is it? Wow. Okay.
But Halo 2, like I have to respect Halo 2. I have to respect it.
I do not respect Halo 2.
I know how you feel about Halo 2.
Yeah.
With that being said, we'll give it to Mass Effect, but I think there could be, if I was talking to a different person, there could be a strong argument for Halo 2. I think there could be. I think some people say Halo 2 is the best Halo to this day. So, and we're talking about the online. There's no online in Mass Effect 2. Halo 2's multiplayer, some people will say is the best. All right, we'll give it to Mass Effect in the interest of time. I think we're both like it more, obviously. But
here, Grand Theft Auto 5, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves.
Grand Theft Auto 5, easy for me. Easy for me.
Yeah.
Even though you hate Grand Theft Auto 2, we're talking about Mario Kart 8. This is the Mario Kart 8 of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, no, and that's why I will give it to you. I think Uncharted 2 is the best Uncharted.
I agree.
So I'm just.
I agree.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. It might be the second best. I liked 4 a lot.
I think 2 is the best.
I think 4 was very good.
I think most people say 2 is the best.
Street Fighter 2 versus Pokemon Yellow.
I'm not a huge fighting game guy. I will respect the legacy of Pokemon Yellow, and I will go with that.
Yep, I like Pokemon Yellow as well. Super Mario 64 versus Batman Arkham City.
I want to pick Arkham City, but 64 is like, are we allowed to do that? Will the mob kill us?
Arkham City might be in my top 5 games of all time. I have to.
So I have to defend Super Mario 64.
You have to defend Super Mario 64. 64 is a fine game. Odyssey is better than 64.
Ooh, I will say the speed run for 64, that might be the best speed run game of all time.
I think Arkham City. To take Arkham Asylum, which is a fantastic game with fantastic combat, puzzles, all that stuff.
The jump it made,
and then make everything better.
That's the thing I hate about Arkham Asylum, where it's like, dude, I just wish I could go like in Arkham, because like I don't like Arkham Asylum. It's like really dark and stuff, and I'm not like in love with that. Even though the whole game's dark and stuff, I like the being able to explore. So the jump that it took.
But to think about how technically big it was, given that you're like, okay, you're in this one building.
Yeah. True.
And then to blow it out and to have all the villains come in and to have like the aha moments at the end of City. Oh man. I'll
give it to you. You're passionate about
City
it.
is so good.
I'm with you. All right. Dark Souls or Shadow of the Colossus?
So for me, I would do Shadow of the Colossus.
Same.
Okay. Easy enough.
Dude, and that is blasphemous because Dark Souls fans will absolutely... Dude, Shadow of the Colossus was a special game.
Yes. And there have been other games that try to do it, and they have yet to do it. There are other Dark Souls games that are good games.
Yes.
Like Nioh, Bloodborne, like they're there. Shadow Colossus, not so much. Like there are
No.
a couple that tried and one failed.
Yeah, I
absolutely
think that's an
miserably,
excellent
so.
argument. Yeah.
Half-Life 2: Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Tyler, your game. I would say Half-Life 2, just based off reputation.
I would give Rise 100%.
Dude,
Half-Life 2 is
People
look,
are
tell
fucking
you what,
crazy about
look,
that game. Hey, I will be playing Rise.
Did you play Half-Life 2?
No.
Oh, well then,
Then
buddy.
you can take it, dude. I'm telling you, you're probably wrong.
Half-Life 2 is, you know what? Okay.
People still want Half-Life 3.
I will give,
Still, to
I'll
this day.
give you Half-Life 2. Oh man, that's so tough. Rise of the Tomb Raider is so good.
Then put it there, dude. I can't defend Half-Life 2. I never played it. I just know what people say about it, and I respect.
I played Half-Life 2 late. I played it in the orange
Right.
box. I played it after I played after BioShock, right?
It's a very Final Fantasy VII thing where it's like if you played it in the time and place, I'm sure it would have been unparalleled.
If you aren't going to do a strong fight, I'm doing Rise of the Tomb Raider for that
Do
one.
it. Go for it.
Okay. The next
I will say
one,
the 15th seed just beat the second seed, so that's what you're doing right there.
I hope this is playing well on a podcast. I don't know. We're gonna listen back to this and be like,
Might be
are
horrible,
we all
yeah.
over the place. All right. The next one is Super Metroid versus Apex Legends.
I would almost say Apex Legends. Is that insane?
A little bit.
I think Apex Legends is the best battle royale out there.
I typically don't like Metroidvanias.
But this one?
No, like just hard stop.
Yeah.
So this one,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the fact
okay.
that this is like, this is like
I'd
the
say Apex
Metroid
Legends.
where that
then.
comes
That's
from.
my vote.
All right, let's do it.
I'm sure I'm disrespecting Super Metroid, and I apologize.
People might
but
actually be the most angry about that one.
hey, I just don't. I mean, this is one where I not only have not played the game, I don't know the legacy of it, so there's just no way I can defend it.
Sure.
Sorry.
Animal Crossing: New Horizons versus Titanfall 2.
I would say Titanfall 2, but Animal Crossing is one of those games where it's like everyone plays it.
Titanfall 2 might be my favorite shooter of all time.
Do it then. I think, yeah, okay.
I put more time into Animal Crossing, I think.
I will leave this one up to you. This is a you call.
You didn't play either? Or you played
I played
Titanfall 2?
Titanfall 2. I like Titanfall 2.
Did you never play Animal Crossing?
No.
Look, I'm putting Titanfall 2 on here just because.
All right. Like Titanfall 2's story should not be slept on.
Here's the reason why I'm putting Titanfall 2 over Animal Crossing, not to belabor the point, but Titanfall 2 was solid for sure. Animal Crossing had enough quality of life annoyances and Nintendo quirks that like I love that game. I played a lot of it because of COVID. It
was a time and place.
Exactly.
But that counts. I mean,
it counts, but
I think Titanfall 2 is one of the most disrespected games of all time.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next one is Half-Life Alyx versus Bloodborne.
I would give it to Bloodborne. I will say for Half-Life Alyx, one of the best virtual reality games.
It is unlike any other. So Valve comes back and says, all right, we're going to do a horror shooter on VR. And it is insane.
Incredible.
It is the pinnacle of interacting with your environment in VR and what VR
But I will
should
say,
be.
I think that Bloodborne is better than any Dark Souls.
I agree.
I think
But
it's the best.
Do you
When we talk
enjoy-
Souls games, I think Bloodborne is the Mario Kart 8.
All right. I'll give it to you.
That's what. Hey, people are so mad at me right now. It's insane. I can hear them.
No, I think Half-Life Alyx does a lot of really cool.
I agree with you.
things.
Yeah.
Um,
But is it enough of an experience?
it is the definitive experience of.
Hey, if
VR.
you want to put it there,
getting
if you want
VR
to put it there, like
No,
it is the representative of VR.
I don't
hey.
love it as much. I don't particularly love Bloodborne either. So if you feel strongly about Bloodborne, we'll keep Bloodborne.
I don't feel insanely strongly, but if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick Bloodborne.
Bloodborne it is.
Okay.
Here's one for you: Tetris versus Rock Band.
I love Rock Band, but Tetris is just iconic. I would vote probably Tetris just for the iconic nature of it. Where you still play Tetris today, like it's still like people play it.
You still play Tetris today.
It's like a mini
I
game.
have on several occasions over the past 2 years wanted to play Rock Band. And
Same here.
Sad
Dude.
I couldn't.
Trust me. No, I'm with you. But in 100 years, do you think people will be playing Rock Band or Tetris?
I mean, sure. All right, sure. Hades. Okay, so we'll give that one to Tetris. I don't feel great about it, but we'll do it. Hades versus Metroid Prime.
Hades.
Not even a question.
Yep.
Hades is a friggin' fantastic game. Super Mario Brothers 3 versus Persona 5 Royale. Royal. Sorry. There's no E at
you
the
can
end.
go ahead and put Super Mario Bros. 3. Unless you don't have a few, like you're gonna shut me down when I say Persona, right?
I have Super Mario World. I like Persona 5 for what it does.
Persona 5 is an amazing game, but Super Mario Bros. 3, it's like Super Mario World or Super Mario Bros. 3. Like that's like
Well, that's
that
what I'm
game,
saying.
right? So-
I prefer World. If you think Persona 5, because I know you like Persona 5 a ton, we'll put it up there.
No, I can't do that. I think it's too blasphemous. I love Persona 5, and I've never played Super Mario Bros. 3, but
Yeah, but that's enough for me. I played both, and
the legacy of Super Mario Bros. I'm not stupid enough to try to pretend that Persona is a better game.
I mean, that's up to you. It's up to you, buddy.
I know Super Mario Bros. 3, man. I'm telling you, dude. Just from what Nate has described to me about that game, and him and my other cousin playing that, dude. If I was at right place, right time, I would feel the exact opposite. So that's why, dude, I am very good at understanding.
Yeah,
the other side. Okay?
You are.
All right.
Speaking of understanding the other side, Castlevania Symphony of the Night or Resident Evil 4?
I go Resident Evil 4. I think it's the best Resident Evil by far, and an amazing game.
You did not play Resident Evil 2. I think Resident Evil 2 is better than
I did play Resident Evil 2.
The remake?
No, I played the original.
Oh, no,
I played
the
original.
remake. I think the remake is better than 4, personally.
Ooh.
I know.
Yeah, I know it was really good. It was up for Game of the Year, but okay, hey. 4 was good, man. 4 was a really, really good Resident Evil.
It is. Yeah. And it's been remade a million times and getting remade again. Yep. So, like, I accept that. Yeah. I think 2 was solid.
All right.
Here's one for you. Legend of Zelda.
I don't even want to look at this one.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild versus Final Fantasy
Where's Kyle when you need him, man?
Now, it's important to note this Final Fantasy VII is the 1997 version.
Yep.
Breath of the Wild is a better game
for me to think
than Final Fantasy VII.
I think the remake's better than the original Final Fantasy.
Sure.
Is that an insane statement?
You
Breath of the Wild, I will give it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I thought I was gonna have to.
I rolled over and died on that, but just in the interest of time, I would have put up more of a fight if we didn't have to leave. But at the end of the day, I would have caved. I mean, Final Fantasy VII, just unbelievable game, iconic, like for the time too. We're talking about '97 and the things that it did, but Breath of the Wild might be one of the best games of all time, and I've never played it either. So it's like
I actually don't care for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. But you're understanding, like, you have to give it the respect. You have to give it the respect.
Everything you can do there and just the design of that game is so far beyond Final Fantasy VII. It's not even close. The story in Final Fantasy VII, fantastic.
Yep.
In terms of fun to play and a game overall, I'm sorry. Now, Final Fantasy VII Remake, completely different story, maybe. We'll see once I finally get to play it.
I think it's good.
All right. We have a little bit of time. All right, so we're good. Super Mario World versus The Last of Us.
Super Mario World.
You're just not gonna give it to me, regardless.
I mean, come on, man. Like, all I have to die on with Last of Us is it's one of the greatest narratives I've ever seen.
Sure.
And relationships between two characters and emotional state and things like that. But as I'm talking about, it's like it's pretty good. But seriously, in all seriousness, once you get past that, the gameplay is like, there's no online, or maybe there wasn't online, or
oh, that's a good question.
It wasn't anything special.
There wasn't Uncharted. I'm not sure about Last of Us, actually.
I want to say there might have been some little online part.
There was
on
Rise of the Tomb Raider, actually.
Yeah, but
some achievements were locked. That was a huge ordeal because some achievements were locked behind it, and then they killed the online for it.
How's the story of Super Mario World? Fantastic?
It's pretty good. So essentially, Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach.
Really?
And then it's one man's quest to rescue her.
Okay, I'm trying to think if I heard any other game like that. Going through, no, I don't think that's happened. One man's quest. It's the same fucking thing.
It's the same. I mean,
what makes Super Mario World so special. I don't understand. I guess
it's the level design. It's the challenge for it. It's the interactivity. It's all the secret like hiding spots. Like every level. So the cool thing that and it's this aha moment. I don't want to spoil it for you, but like there are different like. There are secret paths throughout. So, like, you know how you have, like, the overworld and you're going through, like, each level?
Which I think is, like,
the levels
awesome,
are literally telling you hey, there's a secret path here. Hey, this is gonna go here. Hey, if you find here, like, you go to like this mystery block. If you can complete this level, this changes other levels for you. Like, it's so good, dude. It's so
All right,
good.
put it up. Put it up. Put it up.
In terms of a platformer, it is
The Last of Us story
the
is better
pinnacle
though.
of it. Yes.
Yes.
But in terms of a fun game to play,
Okay, sure.
all right, Mass Effect 2 versus Grand Theft Auto 5. It's an easy one for me, but
What are you saying?
I'm saying Mass Effect 2.
Really?
How can you not?
How can you not say Grand Theft Auto 5? Like the disrespect to Grand Theft Auto 5.
I don't think Grand Theft Auto 5 is necessarily the. Now, here's
It's
my
still
only
how old
caveat
is it?
to
Like
that.
10 years old now, and it's still
Sure.
like, the
It's
most
no
popular
disrespect, but like Mass Effect's pretty old too, and it's still like made me feel things that I did not feel for.
Absolutely,
like Grand
but
Theft
if we're
Auto
talking about fun factor, like Super Mario World over Last of Us,
If you want to make that argument, I will give you Grand Theft Auto 5.
I mean, yeah, there's things.
Are
you
we
can do Grand Theft
including
Auto 5.
online though to that?
Yeah, absolutely, it's part of the game.
Is it?
Yes,
Okay. Oh,
Right?
Red Dead was different. You're right. You're
Red
right.
Dead
You're
was
right.
different.
Online. You're right.
it has to be Grand Theft Auto 5,
All right.
and I hate that. I want it to be Mass Effect, but with the online aspect, we're talking about you get XQC with 50,000 people watching him role play in Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, come on, it's like insane.
Here's so Pokemon.
Here's what I never thought I'd see. Which
Pokemon Yellow versus Batman Arkham City.
so in IGN, Arkham City won, and I think that's going to happen with us too.
I would love that.
I think Pokemon's overrated, and I will die on that hill.
So here, I
will die on
I
that
don't
hill.
think it's necessarily overrated. My thing is, I was never a huge fan of Yellow. So that
Is
so
that
if
why?
we're-
Okay.
if we're- I played the heck out of Blue. I thought
think the
Yellow
stories
was
are like-
going to be different, and it wasn't.
There's I mean, obviously the collecting the Pokemon, that's the whole thing. I was never a big collector kind of guy in games, so like, and the battling system's just like rock paper scissors. Like it's just so. I'm getting screamed at right now, but still, dude, I'm just telling you, it's like, okay, you're trying to find weaknesses, things like that. I don't know.
Gameplay, I think it's not
Right.
very close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next one is Shadow of the Colossus versus Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Ooh.
How much do you love Shadow of the Colossus?
I love Shadow of the Colossus.
like love it, love it.
Is it my top 10? Maybe not, but I have good memories of it. I think it's really good. You really want to put Tomb Raider above Shadow of the Colossus?
I have played
man?
both, and I play Shadow of the Colossus, like the remastered version.
But if we're
of it
going
is.
with the argument where nothing can do Shadow of the Colossus, Uncharted can do Tomb Raider.
I mean that's fair, and I'm not saying that's a blanket statement.
That's not a blanket
You're
statement, but if we're
right.
talking about,
But in terms
what's
of
better,
good,
Uncharted or
but
Tomb
in terms
Raider?
of good like game, Tomb Raider has the better story, the better gameplay.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah.
love Shadow of Colossus, but
it's hard because I haven't played Tomb Raider. If you feel that strongly about it, I'll give you Tomb Raider.
I feel that strongly about it. Now, granted, it's going to go up against Batman the next round. So
That's all you, bro. So, all right, let's do Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I don't want to bully you though. The
It's
thing
not bullying. It's not bullying.
But the thing is, we both played Shadow of Colossus. You did not play Rise of the Tomb Raider.
That's why I respect your opinion on Shadow.
I
like
hope
you played
you
both.
like it. I think you would like it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like it too. I better like it.
Apex.
I think you just like Laura Croft. I think you have a really big crush on her.
She's the
Worst part of that game?
Yeah, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. Like I don't. You could substitute literally anyone in there, and as long as every gameplay
That's
and everything's
crazy.
fine.
Wow. Okay.
I don't care
Hey.
about her at all.
Hey,
Put Aloy in there. That would be a freaking great game.
Aloy's. So you like Aloy more than Laura?
As a character, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
The thing is, I like the tightness of, and that's why I
Yeah,
like
you
God
like
of
the
War
game, yeah.
over
Yep.
something else.
Yep.
So, all right, Apex Legends versus Titanfall 2, which is an interesting matchup.
This is an interesting battle, and I would probably give it to Apex Legends.
Really,
Yeah, probably would.
really.
Yep.
No,
I swear
there's
to God.
no way.
It's the best battle royale. Easily.
I like it as a battle royale. Titanfall 2 has a better story, a very good story.
Sure.
So better.
Yeah, a very
campaign.
good story.
I think it has better multiplayer because
Oh.
Titanfall 2 is
It's
literally
close.
Titanfall
You know what?
2
Actually-
is Apex multiplayer
Yeah.
plus Titans.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you.
You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. That's a good point. That's a really good argument. The Titans are fucking awesome, and the single player is
The fact
obviously
that you can weave that chord where it's like, hey, If you're in a Titan, you feel badass. If you're out of a Titan, you can take on Titans and still feel badass.
It's a very Halo-esque. Like,
how could you? Yeah, but even with Halo, if you're running on the ground, it doesn't matter. The closest thing I would put it to is like a battlefield, where like if you're one man, you go up against a tank. That's
like
okay.
An engineer, like unscrewing a tank from the back.
But like Titanfall 2 is so good because like Apex, if it had the wall running and everything, maybe took all that out. The only thing Apex has over Titanfall is the sliding down a hill.
Well, no, it has the character abilities and things. It's unique in that aspect.
Sure, but honestly, most of those things, like if you look at Titanfall's campaign with like the time jumping and the warping and stuff, where like every campaign's different or every level's different.
Yeah, Titanfall 2's story is so slept on. So slept on.
What about Bloodborne and Tetris?
A matchup I never thought I'd ever see. Tetris?
I would give it to Tetris.
Yeah, I think. If I was a big Bloodborne fan, like there's some people who really love Bloodborne, and IGN had this matchup and Bloodborne won, but I would give it to Tetris.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Hades and Super Mario Brothers 3? For me, that's a Hades, not even a question.
Dude, I'm telling you, how you feel about Super Mario World is how people feel about Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, but I don't care about people. I care about me and you, buddy.
Then I would do the same thing, dude. It's easy. Like, I'm just trying to defend the people that aren't here because that's what Couch Company's all about.
But Super Mario Brothers 3 is a very good game.
Might be the best game of all time.
I don't.
Imagine if you're on the other side of the fence of Super Mario World and Super Mario Bros. 3.
I don't think
you would literally be. So if this said Super Mario World instead of Hades, you would pick Super Mario.
I would pick Hades.
Really?
Yeah.
Then it's Hades.
It's Hades. Hades is just so good.
Hades.
I love Super Mario World. I think it might be my number one game.
Hades is so good that it takes a genre that I should hate and makes it incredible.
Yeah.
Like roguelites, there's like on paper I should hate them. Like you're bashing your head against the wall, resetting every time. Yep. Like, you know what I'm saying? And going through the same thing again.
Super Mario World is the pinnacle of that era of side scrollers and whatnot. But like Hades does so many new takes on stuff and how they weave the story in, like it's
the Greek gods, the art style, the voice acting, the narrative itself.
It's a well-crafted game.
He's trying to get back to his mom. Like Zagreus is an amazing protagonist. Yeah, that game's fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. And then finally, Resident Evil 4 versus Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, easy.
Yep. All right.
We're
getting there.
We're getting there.
Super Mario World versus GTA 5.
I said GTA 5. I think GTA 5 is a icon.
I will give that to you.
Really? You're just going to lay over and die and let me beat Super Mario World to death.
Well, I'm
RPGs.
I'm looking ahead.
I know you're
looking ahead.
You can't do that.
We're gonna.
It's a 1v1.
I will fight for another day. My only thing with the GTA 5 is it is a huge game. It's a solid, like for what it is, it's a solid game. It might not be my favorite game.
It's a fun game that, again, people who aren't gamers play it. Great story. It actually has a really awesome story that's a lot of fun. The dynamic between the three characters and you switch between them and do the story is so fun. The online itself, it's like two different games, like you said. Each of those games could be masterpieces, but together, it's unbelievable. The amount of content they added for GTA Online, the community behind it, the whole role playing stuff that comes out with that is like you laugh, but it's a blast.
I still between like playing like a GTA 5 or say like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, right.
GTA 5 is the one I want to play.
More appealing, yeah. But it's the craziness.
I wish I liked, like, out of all the games that I don't maybe see eye on with like everyone else.
Yeah.
GTA 5 is always.
If you played with the right person, you like it.
And that's the same with everything.
Yeah.
Like if we'll add to the list of things to play on.
Maybe.
On that. Next one we have Batman Arkham City versus Rise of the Tomb Raider.
This is all you. I'll let you go.
I'll
let you monologue.
Arkham City all the way. I got Tomb Raider up there, but City is a
proud of where I got Tomb Raider. But
City is a better game.
Okay.
If nothing else, then you have Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy.
Come on. Like, how do you beat that?
Here's one: Titanfall 2 versus Tetris. I think it's Titanfall 2.
Tetris is just running through the gauntlet. It's just hard to say no to Tetris. It's like when you think of a video game, it's like a Pong, Pac-Man, Tetris, right? Like it's just like
sure, but I think Titanfall 2 is smarter. It's a better game.
But dude, Tetris, the Battle Royale Tetris, have you seen that? Oh my God.
Yeah, the
crazy.
1v99 or whatever. Yeah, it's good. It's fun, but
Tetris is so, like, they still are making Tetris. Like,
Sure.
it's what a game.
And Tetris is very tough to master, but I think Titanfall 2.
There's still a Tetris World Championship.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, if you feel very strongly about Tetris, I'm happy where Titanfall is. I will concede it.
I like Titanfall too, though, but because I'm not a huge Tetris guy, so it's hard for me to defend it. But it just seems like am I disrespecting
it's our
it?
list, man. You're not disrespecting it.
Am I
like we're
disrespecting
giving it a fair thing. But if it's our list and we both say we both like Titanfall more than Tetris.
Yes, but it's not our favorite game of all time. This is IGN's best game of all time.
Well, we don't care about IGN. We're just using their list.
I understand that, but it's if this was a favorite game, League of Legends would win. But it's best game, and I'm trying to consider that.
All right.
But I'll go Titanfall 2.
I think Titanfall 2 is just
dude. The story in Titanfall 2 is so slept on. I keep saying that, but it is.
It made you feel.
It made you feel with your oh my God, with your Titan. Oh.
Name another shooter that had that type of thing. Like Call of Duty 4 is very good. Even Modern Warfare 2 is good.
Bad Company 2.
Okay, Bad Company 2 is actually pretty good. I'll give you that. All right, last one is Hades versus Breath of the Wild.
Oh my God,
it's tough.
I think I
would give it to Hades.
I like Hades more, but Breath of the Wild was like Game of the Year, dude. Although Hades should have won Game of the Year. Absolutely.
I think it did.
No, it didn't. Last of Us 2 did.
I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
The games show, the Games
enough.
Awards show, like the main one.
I mean,
which is
Last
unbelievable,
of Us 2 is
dude.
better than Last of Us.
No, what, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
I don't like playing either of them. I just think Last of Us 2 is a better game than Last of Us.
The narrative in Last of Us 1 is way better. The whole thing is the dynamic between Ellie and Joel. And you don't get that in Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2, I'm all for what's her face?
The chick?
The new
chick?
The new woman.
Couldn't stand her.
Yeah. Well,
but anyways, I mean, whatever. That's your opinion. I mean, Joel's just the best, and he dies like 10 minutes in.
Spoilers.
So fuck that.
All right. So for Hades and Breath of the Wild too, or Breath of the Wild.
How can I knock off Breath of the Wild, dude? This game's insane.
But neither of us like it.
I like Breath. I never played it, but I can respect the hell out of it. I've seen it. It looks amazing.
I can respect it too, but like I've gotten to the same point every time, and the same point is just like I can't get past that initial. I get my horse, and then I just can't.
I will boot up Hades
going.
and play it from time to time still. Yeah. All right, Hades in this. I think a lot of people would hate that, but
I mean,
I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I'll ride.
We're getting even tougher. GTA 5 versus Batman Arkham City.
The GTA 5 easy for me. Easy for me. And I feel very strongly about this, by the way. Easy for me.
I'm going to let you run away with this one.
Dude, GTA 5 is running through this. Like, I don't think you understand.
I'm protesting.
Hey, you can protest. I have a couple asterisks on the other side of the bracket.
I know. Dude, the fact that you gave up
League of Legends.
Yeah, League of Legends. That's okay. And then finally Titanfall versus Hades.
Hades. And you're not going to like the next round either.
I'll give you that. I think Hades is better than Grand Theft Auto 5.
I don't.
So what do we do here?
Here we go. What are we doing? Rock, paper, scissors.
So here's my only thing.
Okay.
You are more passionate about GTA 5 than I am about
Hades. So Hades has a great story.
Yep.
So does GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
Hades is more unique than GTA 5. I will give it that. The creativity, art style, things like that. Voice acting is better. I don't. Maybe the voice acting is better.
I think it's comparable.
GTA 5 is excellent voice acting. Okay, so that's Hades. Unless you have more things to add, the customization, the replayability.
Yeah. Like
GTA 5.
I'll give it to you.
We have not even touched the surface of what you can do in that game.
I can't. Okay. Yep.
Hey, I'm sorry. Like when you're a roguelite and going up against GTA 5, it's going to be tough to say that you're better.
So the real question then turns into Call of Duty 4
versus GTA
5. Because everything you just said makes perfect sense. You know where I'm going. I can't believe GTA 5 gets this far, personally.
Dude, I'm telling you, GTA 5 is one of the best games ever made.
I know. Me personally, I don't like that game.
No, I know. But you can't let Batman beat GTA 5.
And I didn't put up a fuss.
And I don't think it beats Hades either. I stand firmly with our finals bracket. Now, does Call of Duty 4 beat GTA 5 with everything I've said?
You have 10 minutes to convince me that GTA 5 is better than Call of Duty 4.
All right, so let's take a step back. Let's just go point by point. So let's start with single player. Both have good single players, right?
Sure.
Both have memorable single players.
Relatively,
I would say
relatively good for their genre, because it is a little bit of an apples
Right.
oranges thing.
I would say Call of Duty's campaign might be better.
I think Call of Duty's campaign definitely hit me more than GTA 5.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking about GTA 5
is so ridiculous.
Yeah,
that I
I'm
don't
thinking about
care.
GTA 5, like some of the crazy, like it does get crazy. The bank heists are cool. I remember the torture scene, like that's one that sticks out in my head. But the nuke, the sniper mission, like everything we were talking about, more memorable for me. Okay, so then we go to graphics. I mean, GTA 5 looks fine, right? But it's not anything crazy.
It's the same. I think GTA 5 would probably look better.
It looks better than
people
Call
of Duty.
Call of Duty. But Call of Duty at the time looked unbelievable.
Looked very good.
The first mission where you're in the helicopter and you got the
The night vision on.
night vision. And
The main thing with Call of Duty is you shot the tires and the car went down.
oh, yeah.
That was like a big deal. It
The
was just
cars
like,
exploded.
Yeah.
yeah, when they were on fire. Oh man, dude, you can't tell me you weren't juiced when you're invading Afghanistan or whatever.
Dude, Call of Duty, and I
you're like the
swear we've
Marines.
talked about this in previous
Yeah.
episodes, but like Call of Duty, the way it made me feel and everything, like it has to be my number one.
Yeah.
That's not even a question for me.
Okay, and then we get to
Like, how much GTA 5 have you played?
I played some.
Some. How many hours have you put on COD 4?
Yeah, but I've watched a lot of GTA 5. It's insanely fun to watch too. Like I will watch XQC be a fucking idiot, steal police cars, and run
Sure.
around the city. Those moments, dude, I'm telling you, they are the funniest moments when you're in a role play server and you're like some random guy,
Yeah.
and you just see the police show up to a situation and you just take their car and you get everyone on the server to be chasing you after like an hour of just riding around the city. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that.
And I give you that.
It's hilarious. It's unbelievable. And he's speaking in a stupid accent and it's so good. But Call of Duty, the gunplay, like obviously I think the gameplay is better. As a shooting, like Call of Duty easily takes it, right? And
I mean, it's apples and oranges.
it's absolutely
right? Like,
it is
we're
apples and
comparing
oranges, but you know, gameplay. GTA is not known for its gameplay. It's like a point and shoot, like the customization is interesting because it is apples and oranges. Where there's a lot more customization in GTA, like cars and your house and shit, right? Your clothes,
sure.
But the guns and the perk system. That wasn't introduced in COD 4, but
Let's not. Like, COD is a smaller game.
yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, was it? How many didn't it break the record for copies sold? I mean, I'm sure GTA
I
smashed
meant
it.
like smaller scale. Like, it's a tighter
Yes,
game.
yeah,
It's a smaller. Like, you're
tighter,
doing like
yes,
different levels.
yes.
It's not like this wide open
But
thing.
but the
Shorter.
replayability is still there.
For the multiplayer, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
That's the thing.
Yep.
We could go play on shipment right now and still have a blast.
I wouldn't want to play shipment, but yeah, I'd do it.
I remember like there's one spawn where you could just literally just
Yeah.
shoot
But like
across the map and kill
the
them.
cool thing with COD 2 is like you would do those friend matches and you would do like the Freddy Krueger, you would do the sniper run. Like you have those other
the innovation
kinda,
that came with it. It's really good. Dude, this is tough for me. You got to tell me why COD wins, dude. I don't know.
I mean, we've talked about it multiple times how like that is the game that we played.
It's just the game. Like
It's-
we play.
that's what I
like,
mean. Like,
I don't even think
I don't even
GTA is
know-
the game where it's like, if
I-
anything would have been that game, it would be Fortnite.
I bounced off GTA so quickly, and I'm not saying GTA hadn't changed stuff, but
I
like,
think you're the super minority though.
what does GTA do? I mean, like
GTA 5 is the Mario 8 of GTA, and GTA is already one of the best game series of all time. So being that is like, that's why. It's the most polished. There's the most to do. It's
Sure.
easily the best.
Yeah.
But COD 4.
I don't know what to tell you. Like I think COD 4, like I'm not saying COD 4 is the best of the series, but it set the tone of the series. And I would say it's better than most of the.
It's revolutionary, right? Like it changed the game. Changed
like you could maybe make
forever.
the argument that like Modern Warfare 2 is slightly better. I personally like COD 4 more than Modern Warfare 2 because it was a tighter and a more.
I would say
Modern
Warfare 2 because that was more just my era,
sure,
right? But
there's a reason
COD 4
why,
changed the
like,
game forever.
Like whenever they took the COD 4 multiplayer and the remaster and put it against what was it, Infinite probably at that time or whatever, and people just played COD 4.
They literally bought Infinite to
play COD 4. Yeah, like that, and then you realize that they were like, oh, we can't do that with Modern Warfare. Like 2, right? Like they were like, oh, here's the campaign, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, man.
I'll give it to you. Well, it's not even giving it to you. I think I agree. Like COD 4, and it might be biased a little bit, but
it's tough to put it side by side.
It's
whenever
tough to put it
it's
side by side.
Like if you only look at the stuff of, okay, let's take the story. We both said that we were hit a little bit more with the story.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I did not get super far into GTA 5.
It's a good story. It is.
Sure.
It's fun.
But if you take the things that they do have in common, so multiplayer, I'm not discounting that GTA 5 Online is fun multiplayer. I know COD 4 is, so I would be looking at you on that one.
So the reason I think COD 4 might even win in multiplayer is because, yes, there's like an infinite number of things you can do in GTA 5. It can be a lot of fun, right? There's not really a competitive aspect to it that you get with COD, where you're trying to win. There is stuff,
you can have it,
but it's not even be close to the same degree where you make a huge comeback and you capture all the domination points and like you're like 1 point away from losing, but you have all 3 captured and you make a huge comeback, right? Like you'll never have those moments.
Yeah.
You'll never have a final kill cam where it's like a crazy sniper shot across the map to win the game. You know, like things like that.
But so like you take the multiplayer.
Yeah.
You take the single player.
Yep.
You take the gunplay. They both have guns.
Yep.
COD's better guns.
Yep. Yeah, like COD, like I'm with you. I do. I just think that like it edges it out because it has the fun factor. You can dick around in COD. You can run around with a golden desert eagle, and like go crazy and have fun. But you can also play serious and play with your team and play to win, right? Like there's just more of that.
I mean, you could go for a stretch and say Grand Theft Auto 5 was not the best running game when it came out.
No.
Where COD was solid from day one. Well, actually, by that logic, like COD servers probably were not solid from day one.
Text,
Actually, they might have been fine.
I don't remember. I can't remember back
before it was like super popular because that was like originally the.
Because I think it like ramped up. Yeah.
For the night vision goggles.
So there it is. COD 4, best game of all time.
That's nuts, man.
I think you feel good about that.
I feel good about it.
I feel good about it too.
I am shocked that Grand Theft Auto is as high as it is. I had no idea you were so into.
I'm not even like it's not even one of my favorite games. I just have such a respect for it.
I mean, that's enough of a respect to get it up there.
I really firmly believe that Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the best games of all time.
So our top 3 then is, did we say it was what? God of War, 2018, Call of Duty 4, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, we should do the final 4, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, GTA 5 beat Hades and COD 4 beat God of War?
Yes. Yep.
So those are the top. And then what are we going to do for a 5? Do we need a 5 spot?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll see if that actually makes our top 5 list.
We could argue to see which one's 5, but
that would actually be
there it is.
That would be fun. What would the that 5th one?
Really we can do that quick. We got a minute.
So between Batman Arkham City and Titanfall 2.
Oh, so we're gonna do that and then the other side. Okay.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2, Batman Arkham City, Titanfall 2.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
The online.
Yeah, the online's good,
but the story's good. The stories are both good, but the online takes it over.
Oh man,
dude! Like you're saying, the feeling of taking over Titan is fucking unparalleled. Swinging around the map, amazing. Gunplay's really good.
All right, I'll put that.
Hey, if you feel strongly, tell me.
No. And then what did we have? Let me get to the other list. Do you remember what we had for the other side?
It was.
It's very hard to read my list the way I did this.
Let me see. League of Legends was somewhere there. World of Warcraft.
It would have been, let's see, it would have been League of Legends versus Call of Duty, and it would have been, this is great pod.
Yeah, I know.
Witcher 3.
We're trying. What's that?
I think it was like Witcher 3 or something. I would be fine if you want to say, so between League of Legends or Titanfall 2, give it to League of Legends, and then we say our top 5 is, because I mean, out of all of these games,
Sure.
League of Legends you still play on a pretty
Yes,
daily basis,
I
right?
do,
So,
yes. And sometimes I get Tyler to play Blitzcrank.
I don't even know if that was in 2021, but
No. Last time we played was
so
like
let's
a
say
while ago.
Call of Duty 4, number 1.
Yep.
We say GTA 5 is
2.
number 2.
Yep.
God of War 2018 is number 3.
Yep.
Is that right? And then Titanfall 2 is number 4.
Yes.
League of Legends is number 5.
Yep.
Do you want to flip Titanfall 2 and League of Legends? Because technically you have to pick one or the other.
No, I'm good with that. I will. 4 is our spot, man. 4 is our spot. We got to surprise them.
All right.
Although I think, well, actually, I don't know how people will think about GTA 5. Whether they'll be proud of me defending it tooth and nail, or they're saying you should have dropped that like a hot potato.
I mean,
if we were asking like the internet, they would be applauding me. But out of our friend group,
type this down. And
like we're gonna go to dinner, and I'll ask them what they think about that, and I might get scolded for thinking it's that high.
So you think GTA 5 is better than God of War
When I
2018?
It's so tough. I don't even want to get into that. I don't even know. That's a whole another debate.
For me, GTA 5 would be like number 5.
Oh yeah, I know where yeah, but
Also, it would be number 5 on the bottom 5 list or something. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, and then so we're saying COD 4 is number 1, GTA 5 is number 2, God of War 2018 is number 3.
GTA has to be number 2 because it's in the finals.
Well, GTA 5 is in the finals. With
It made it farther than
you're
God of
100%
War.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
You're good.
So then God of War 2018.
Really, we're just
Titanfall,
deciding between the 4 and 5 or the 3 and 4 spot
It would be
because the 3 and 4 spot is like just outside of the final, like the losers of the final 4. You know what I'm saying?
I see what
so
you're
they're
saying.
equal. So
yeah.
the question is Titanfall 2 over God of War? No.
So God
it
of
is
War,
1,
Titanfall 2, and then our 5th one is
League of
Legends.
Yes.
I am down with that. All right.
There it is. You heard it here
We
first.
did it. Man, we are.
That was a
3 minutes.
fucking mess, and I'm really curious to listen to this one back. I'm sure it's
This is gonna be
horrible,
very
but
interesting. Yeah.
whatever. Hey,
We got it down. Technically, we beat IGN. IGN still hasn't finished this.
yeah. So fuck you, IGN.
I can't wait for their list to be. Actually, their list can't be the same as us.
Is
'cause
GTA
League of
5
Legends
still
has been
alive?
gone.
The internet will back me up on this. Yeah,
I
GTA
think
5 is
it
going
is.
up against Last of Us. I don't think it loses there.
You don't think?
Absolutely not. And then it's going to go up against either Arkham City or Dark Souls. So we might have a GTA 5 versus Arkham City, and the internet will validate my defense of GTA 5.
I mean, just by
potentially.
these numbers, you would assume that Arkham City would win that out, but we'll see.
Arkham City has had no competition. Pokemon Yellow and Super Mario 64, no way. All right.
That's it.
Thanks for listening, people. We're the Couch Company. Thanks for joining us on the couch, and we'll see you next time. Peace.